Primetime. Here's Chris Cuomo.
It happens in every big city across the country as soon as the workday ends. The office lights go off, the neon bar lights come on, and the chase for romance begins. But how it ends depends on whether a man can win the game. And can a winning strategy be taught? John Quinones takes you inside the world of the would-be pickup artist.
It's a hot, sultry night in the clubs of South Beach, Miami. And that means lots of great-looking women and hungry men on the prowl, craving that chemistry, that connection, that phone number, looking for love. It's the oldest game in the world, and it can be brutal.
You either have it or you don't. Some guys are smooth, some guys aren't. That's it. There's the losers and the winners.
Maybe she's right, but there's a movement afoot that says the art of seduction can be learned. Meet Joel, a successful software engineer from Denver. He's clean-cut, nicely dressed, but listen to what he's saying to a woman he's just met.
You know that your nose wiggles when you smile?
Moments later, a different woman, same line.
What?
Your nose wiggles when you smile. Do you floss before or after you brush?
If these lines sound canned, it's because they are. Joel is practicing a scripted routine learned in a workshop that cost him nearly $2,000 for 3 days of diagrams, charts, and jargon about social engineering.
You need to raise your value through demonstrations of higher value.
Better known as pickup tips. You're a good-looking guy. Why would you need this?
It's because a woman would come up to me and she'd be really interested. I could see this. As soon as I opened my mouth, she would suddenly start backing away and, oh, I gotta go.
So Joel and thousands of other men are signing up for love coaches. Joel flew to Miami, hoping this man, who calls himself Mystery, could turn him from an average Joel into a Don Juan. Mystery is a kingpin in this new multi-million-dollar industry where hundreds of so-called seduction experts promise love and romance to hapless Lotharios. They sell CDs, DVDs in classrooms and the internet, and on websites like this one, which sponsored the first ever international convention for pickup artists in Montreal this past summer.
And I'll say, was that guy hitting on you?
Wannabes getting tips from the masters.
To most women, it's a repulsive, disgusting thing. Guys meeting in layers, figuring out how to work them.
Meet Neil Strauss, a former New York Times rock critic and ghostwriter of 4 best-selling books. A serious writer, but when it came to his own love life, he says, a joke.
Workouts where you go from like a 99-pound weakling to like a 103-pound weakling.
I'm a scrawny 5'6", not really attractive, super shy guy who didn't know how to talk to women.
Some men have it, some don't?
Some men have it, some don't, and some can learn it.
Neil learned lots of his tricks from Mystery's method. The main idea is this: nice guys finish last. When hitting on a woman, try acting like her bratty older brother instead.
Okay, you're losing me.
The ace in this deck of tricks is the neg, short for negative. That means forget the compliments, guys.
It's been 3 minutes, but it feels like an hour.
Instead, try teasing her, even mocking her a little.
It's like talking to you is like pulling teeth.
You'd think that would never work, right? Well, when author Neil Strauss got up the nerve to try this maneuver, he says it worked like a charm.
So I saw a woman in Office Depot, and she was just gorgeous. And I said, you know what, your teeth totally remind me of Bugs Bunny. They're so cute, but they remind me of Bugs Bunny. And I was completely ready to be slapped. And 10 minutes later, I walked away with her email address and phone number.
She turned out to be the Playmate of the Year. Strauss became a believer. Neil before, Neil after.
So I went from what they call an AFC, an average frustrated chump, to what they call a PUA, a pickup artist, to a PUG, which is a pickup guru.
His new book, The Game, documents his journey into the secret society called the seduction community. A world where the latest pickup techniques are traded and even field tested.
It would be so easy to dismiss this entire exercise as sexist, manipulative, some might say pathetic. But before you judge, you should keep in mind that some of the men taking part in these seminars have never in their entire lives been able to interact socially with women.
Okay, I get doping with the fennel floss thing.
And remember Joel, the shy student from Mystery's workshop?
Dental floss. Before or after brushing?
For him, well, it's tough going. The eyes say it all. It's back to the notes, but then he jumps right back into the fray. Not long after that outing, Joel met this woman, who's now his new girlfriend. In fact, if you take it one step at a time, says Neil Strauss, you might just wind up with the girl of your dreams, like he did. He's now living with Lisa Leverage, lead guitarist for Courtney Love.
Basically, I had to like him for who he is, for real. But I don't know if I would have gotten to figure out who he was unless he was able to express this, you know, bolder personality.
She would have liked the old me, but she never would have gotten to know him. So ultimately, you got to bring out what's good in yourself and push that out, make them love you for you.
We'll be right back.